I'm Dave. This is the Cyderbaby pod, and today I'm speaking to Stevie Twister Stoker. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. How are we doing?
Oh, I'm pretty good, mate. You looking well?
Oh, we're trying our best, mate. That's all we can do, innit?
You've just done a few dates, haven't you, with Dan Reed and Rockmantic?
Yeah, we have indeed. We just played with Dan on Sunday, and I have to say, probably the nicest guy I've ever met. What a top bloke. And yeah, it was just a great show, and the whole evening in general was just a pleasure to be a part of, to be fair.
Yeah. Reason why I asked you for a little interview was you seem to have a single on the horizon with an album closely following. Is this right?
It is indeed. Not so much closely, but we've got we've just recorded our next two singles with Ramesh Dodden-Goda down in Cardiff.
Yeah.
And if you follow Ramesh's work, he works with some of the biggest artists in the world, and it was an honour to record with him, to be fair. Although we do a lot of tracking of all of our releases from our studio as well in the Northeast, so it was nice to sort of collaborate our studio with his and get his take on a few things, which was really nice. And we're currently in the process of getting everything ready for that first single. So we've got a couple of singles coming out first, and an EP which will be coming out in September, hopefully. And the album will be early next year.
All right. So can I press you for a title of the first single, or?
Yes, the single's called "Don't Play Nice."
Right. Have you been playing that live yet?
We have. We've been playing that one, and we've been playing the two singles that we've got coming up over the next couple of months. Both of them have been in the tour set over the last few weeks and months. I always think when you want to release a song, or when you start writing a song, we've even gigged stuff without lyrics before, just to get a real feel for it. And sometimes the song itself will tell you what it is, and it'll tell you what it's about, as opposed to you trying to force lyrics on it or anything like that. So we did actually gig "Don't Play Nice" for the first time on New Year's Eve at Trillions in Newcastle. We had like sort of a big end of year party, if you like.
Yeah.
And the first time we played it, I didn't even have a chorus lyric for it. I had the melody, but I didn't have a lyric. So we actually, just before we went on, me and the lads were like, okay, we'll sing that tonight. And then everybody harmonized this line that we'd just written down before we went on stage, and that went out the window the week after.
Okay, fair enough. So work in progress. Yeah, so you've got a couple of singles coming up then. There is talk of a few dates as well, headline dates, is that right?
Yes, it's all going to coincide with a single. So what we wanted to do really is, obviously we've had a load of shows since we came out of lockdown. We've been really, really busy, to be fair, but it's all been scattered around. We've been jumping from pillar to post. So we wanted to do a nice little run of dates, get us around the country a little bit, sort of change tact on what we had been doing over the last sort of 18 months or so. And this is sort of 6 dates around the country. And we've taken a single, but also we've put a whole load of work into our tour show. So I don't know whether you've seen any photographs or videos of our stage show over the last few weeks. Yeah, it's growing like exponentially at the moment. It's not finished yet either, so everything that's out there at the moment, you will see an even bigger show on the tour, because we just got loads planned for it.
Yeah, you seem to be entertainment based as a whole rather than just standing on a stage and singing. Is that right? Is that a conscious decision?
It totally is. Yeah, I think it's about the package, isn't it? And the reason that we wanted to go full out with our stage show is all the bands that we absolutely love are bands that do exactly that. They're not the minimalists. And to be fair, I've been in minimalist bands where you turn up with your Kemper or your Helix, you don't have an amplifier, all of your gear can go in the boot of your car. And yeah, that's great, but it's not going to excite anybody. It's not going to blow anybody away. And we always want, I mean, first and foremost, you've got to have songs. You've got to be able to have interaction with a crowd. But then if you can put all these little flourishes, these little 2% here, there, and everywhere, it makes everything just much more of a bigger package.
Ideal. Who have you got supporting you for these shows? Is that all decided yet, or?
It is indeed. Well, the first show is actually, it's part of Raz's Trailblazer. So I believe there's 10 bands on before we actually take the stage on the night. Okay. And I'm just getting the tour poster up now. So
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
So the first show is at Night Train in Bradford.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot of bands on that one. I can't remember all of them. The next show that we've got on the tour is at Sheffield, the Corporation, and we've got Misery, Smile, and Rival Gods on with us.
Oh,
really looking forward to seeing them boys. And then we're at Whittles in Oldham, which is one of my favourite venues in the world, run by very, very lovely people. And we've got Shape of Water and Mad Haven on with us there.
Brilliant.
And then we're down. Then it's our actual single launch party show in Newcastle, which is a hometown gig. It's the biggest one on the tour as well, because that's like a 700 cap room.
Yeah.
So which would be really good. We've got She Burns Red, Fallen Mafia, and Endscape on with us. And then we're off to Bannerman's. Oh no, we're not. We're off to the Hope and Anchor in London with High Fly Michelle. And then we're at Bannerman's in Edinburgh with Richie Neal and the Reinforcements and Wildfire.
Ooh, that is
comprehensive.
Some tour. Yeah, I've literally just reviewed a single by Rival Gods for the Sheffield gig. That'll be good. I've heard some of that other stuff that they haven't released yet, which is good. So it should be a banging night. Okay, so after the gigs, festivals, is that the plan?
Yeah, totally is. We've got a few in the pipeline, a few of which I don't believe are out yet, but we're definitely doing Call of the Wild,
right?
Which is something that we've wanted to do for a good few years now. So that'll be really nice to actually get around to doing that. We're also off to Ibiza to do Ibiza Rocks, which will be really cool. And we've got a few dates in Greece in June as well.
Right.
So I think our summer looks very, very fun. So there's a lot of traveling, but we love traveling, so that's just ideal.
It's ideal summer, isn't it? Really. Having a holiday and playing gigs as well, so it must be a winner.
Hopefully there'll be a lot of smiles
and a lot of beer, maybe.
Yeah, why
not? Okay. Right, so take me back a little bit. How did Twister start? Where did it all start from?
So it started when I was at school. I started the band when I was 13, and it was always like just about, basically we just wanted to play some songs, and we didn't have a singer at the time, so we were just doing a lot of instrumental stuff, anything from the Shadows to like basically anything that didn't have a voice in it. And then we wanted to do other stuff. Obviously, we couldn't get a singer. Everyone we tried either didn't work or didn't want to do it. And then I got the job because nobody else would, basically.
Okay.
Which is really interesting. Yeah, and we've done one thing I'm really proud of us as a band for is we've done pretty much everything. We've done all the tiny little venues around the country. We've done holiday parks, we've done stuff abroad for the army, we've flown all over the world, we've done the O2 Arena in London, but we always try and treat every single show as if they were the same, try and put the same show on wherever you go.
Yeah. Okay. What about plans for the future? I mean, after the EP, we touched on an album. I mean, what else what would you like to be doing, say, in a couple of years' time?
Well, I think we've got a plan for the sort of next 18 months or so, which is really cool. So we've got obviously the couple of singles that we've got at the moment. We plan on releasing an EP later on this year, with our album coming early next year. We've also got a couple of tours in the pipeline. We'll be jumping on support tours with some of the great bands, some bands we're really big fans of, which will be nice. And then next year it'll be a case of all the same and just throwing as much at it as we possibly can.
Brilliant. Okay, one final quick question, and this is the one everybody seems to hate. If you were to pick one song from your back catalogue to say, this is us, this is Twister, what song would you pick?
We've got a song called Call to Arms, which pretty much sums us up. There's a couple that I would pick, but yeah, I'll go with Call to Arms. Call to Arms is just, it's about, for us, it's always about high energy, and it's about the team ethic. It's about everyone together, pushing for whatever that might be, whatever goal that might be. Yeah, the whole uniting of everybody.
Brilliant. Okay, remind me of the single title again and when it's likely to be released.
So Don't Play Nice comes out on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day.
Stevie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time.
Anytime, mate. Pleasure.